So today, so today's topic we want to learn the Informatica Power Center, and this is a topic we have to understand what is the role of a ETL tester and what is the role of a ETL developer, and as an ETL tester, what we will do in Informatica Power Center. So as you all know, Informatica Power Center is an ETL tool. It is of the company Informatica itself, which is the one of the biggest company for ETL. Okay, so ETL Power Center, you have to open this software. This ETL Power Center, you have to double click here first thing, and then it will open. Okay. After doing this page will open. Here this repository. So repository is where everything will be there, all the transformation and everything, mapping, maplet. We'll study all about it. Everything. This is workflow manager, this is workflow monitor, this is designer, and this is the repository manager. So these are the components of an Informatica. Mostly we tell designer, workflow manager, and workflow monitor. Repository we don't tell. Whenever someone will ask you what are the components of Informatica, just tell what designer, workflow manager, and workflow monitor. So the next question comes, what we will do, guys? What we will do is we will run the workflow, and then we will check the status of the workflow in the workflow monitor. We'll run the workflow from workflow manager, and we'll check the status of the workflow in workflow monitor. And if it is passing, that's fine. And if the workflow fails, we'll send it to the developer that the workflow has been failed. We can take the log files and we can send it to the developer. That's all is our job. Run the workflow, and if it passes well and fine, if it's failing, we'll just report it to the developer. We can also take the log files and send it to the developer. But this is what overall Informatica Power Center with respect to the ETL tester. But we have to understand with respect to the development perspective also. So what you have to do is right click, click on connect. Okay. Let us see. And let us see what happens. And guys, if it will not open what I have told, go to services and just restart the Informatica. So see, something is happening. This is not. So what I have told you, just go to the services and click on the Informatica and just restart that. Because sometimes the server will be slow, it's not working, all those things. So just click on IM and you will get the power center. Okay. Oh yeah. This is the Informatica services. Okay. So what you have to do is whenever it is not working, just click on start the service. That's all. And after that, what you have to do is just close this one. Okay. Go to Informatica, but now just right click, connect. Let us see what happens. Yes, this page should open, guys. Are you able to understand? Right click and finally you should get only two options, username and password. That particular icon will open, then that is not services has not started. Just username is administrator and password is also administrator. Just give this username, password, and click on connect. Now what will happen is you will be connected to the Informatica Power Center. So you're now connected to the Informatica Power Center. So what you will do is, as I have told you, ETL testing is what? Extract, transform, and load. Do you remember, Mahesh? I taught that Informatica Power Center is in ETL testing is extract, transform, and load testing. Do you remember that? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
And that time you asked what is that extraction and transformation and all those things. So I told you that is using the ETL mechanism. Data goes from source and target. Today I will tell you in detail what is that extraction and transformation and all those things. Let us learn one by one. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Informatica Designer. This is a very important component for a developer perspective. Here is the actual mapping created. Mapping is a set of we can tell it is a set of things which consist of the source, target, transformation, details, and all. That is called as mapping. So we'll go to the Informatica Designer, and then you can go to the tools, and you can click on Source Analyzer. Okay, so this is guys, you have to be very, very clear. What we do, we went to source and we clicked on Source Analyzer. Fine. Let me just make it more clear. Okay, just 1 second, guys. Yes. Now, whenever we go to source, now guys, you have to understand what I told is source can be a flat file. Do you remember that? Can be an Excel file, can be a database, it can be an XML. Do you remember that? Yes or no? Yes. So now what is the thing is we will take the source from a database. So what we'll do, sources, import from database. Are you clear with these two steps? Yes or no? Yes. Click on this import from database. Our source is also a database. Target is also a database. Username is Scott and password is what? Tiger.
Tiger.
Click on connect. Okay. Fine. Now you can see Scott has come, and in that there will be tables. Okay. So we'll select a particular table. Suppose I want to select the EMP table. Fine. Now select it. Now what we'll do, guys, this is fine. This is the source. Okay. Click on OK. It will tell what a source with the EMP name might be deleted but not checked in. Just click on OK. So you can write here what is the source name, because EMP table is already there in a database. Two tables cannot be of the same name. So what I will write here is EMP. I will write MAH. Okay, Mahesh, first three words I have used MAH. Okay, to get a clarity. Okay, so that is nothing but your source, and click on OK. Now this is my source. That is nothing but EMP underscore Mahesh. Fine. These things we don't require. Just delete it. This is the source. This is fine. EMP MAH. Are you clear till this much, Mahesh?
Yes,
Yes or no? Yes. Now, if you see your sources, there will be ORC. See, are you able to see your source or not? Tell me yes or no. Yes. What is the source? EMP underscore MAH. Okay. Now, after that, guys, we have to create the target or not? Yes. We have the source, we'll have the target, we'll have the transformation, and then we will run the workflow. Am I clear?
Yes, clear.
Go to tool, go to what? Target designer. Okay. Go to source analyzer is over. Now go to target designer. Okay. These are already the targets. Some of the targets I've created, guys. This is fine. So what you can do is you can create your own table of the target. Okay. Using what? Using this particular database. You can just create a table using this particular query. What is given here? Nothing, just create table name, all the column name and their data types. Okay. This is one way to create, or you can just, if the table is already there, you can just select that particular table. Let me just try with a new table and let us see we can able to create or not. Let us just go here. Yeah. So, here we cannot change the code. So what we will do is, 1 second. So create table name. I'm just writing here. Suppose I'm writing what? Target. F for filter, M for Mahesh. Okay, so that I remember. What are the columns, guys? First is the employee number. Then is what? If we take the source table, we should create a table in such a way that it resembles to the source table, the column wise and all. So let me just create a table. Okay, 1 second. Let us just see the table structure in the source. I don't know. This is hang. Let it hang. Okay, 1 second. Let me just open again. The first column is employee number. Then it is e-name. Then it is what, guys? Can you just tell me third column? Third column is job, right? Give me a job. What is the fourth column?
Manager
MGR.
MGR.
Then after that MGR, there is
Hire
something.
date.
Hire date. Then what is the next column?
Cell.
Sal. So let us just take. Just for clarity, I'm creating. You can just take from there also, from the existing table.
Commission.
Then salary. Next is what? Department.
Commission.
Next is commission. Okay. Let us just take the commission column. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Then is what? Last column, department number. Am I clear, guys? First is the employee number, then is the employee name, then is the job, then is the MGR number, okay? And then the hire date, salary, commission, department number. Am I clear with this particular piece of code? Yes or no? Yes. So its name will be what? Target underscore F underscore M. Please remember the table names, else we will forget the table names, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Did it got saved? It did not got saved. It did not got saved, huh? Oh my God, it has not got saved. No problem, guys. If it is not got saved, we'll write once again. No problem. I don't know how we have not saved it.
Yeah, slash we that backspace bar we left there.
Yes. What are you telling? This column, this
Slash, yeah. At last we have to end it with slash front or back slash.
Okay. Let us just write again, guys. Target underscore
F underscore
M. Okay. Just for our understanding, we're writing. Employee number, employee name. Quickly. Employee number, employee name. Then job. Job is job here. With job. This is job.
In manager. Hire date.
Job, then manager, then hire date. Quickly we'll do is very easy. That is fine. Then salary. Very good. Then commission. Department number. That's all. They're not that much column, so this is fine.
Employee number and employee name.
Yeah, this is employee number. Let us just understand employee number.
Employee name.
Then employee name, comma. Then
Job.
Then manager number. Then hire date.
Hire
salary.
Date, no problem.
That's okay. That name can be okay. Fine. Hire date, salary. Then commission. Okay. Then department number. That's all. Okay. Very easy.
Comma.
This is a very easy piece of code. Just we are creating a table, so there's not a very big thing. This is fine. Copy this and paste it. Okay. Yes. Table is created. Yes or no, guys? What is the table name? Select a star from target underscore F underscore M. How many records will be there? There will be no record. Yes or no, guys? Because it's a freshly created table. This is fine. Target table is created. Let us import the target table. Target, import from database, give the password, Tiger. Go to Scott, go to tables, go to the target table. What is the name of the target table?
Underscore F underscore M. It's not. Yeah.
Target underscore F underscore M. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Select this table, click on OK. This is my target table. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Control S, keep saving. Okay, whatever you are doing, just keep saving. So now this will be in the target side. Yes, this is the target. Source is created, target is created. Next thing is what, guys? We have to create the transformation, yes or no?
Yes.
Now go to tools, go to the transformation developer. Okay. And now what we will do is to create a transformation, we need to create a mapping also. Okay. So to create a mapping and all, we can go to mapping designer. Okay. This is a mapping designer. Now here only we create the particular mapping, whatever transformation and all those things. So first, what we'll do is we'll select the source. Okay. No. We have to give the name of the mapping. It's telling what to put the put the source, target and all. You have to create a mapping. You have to give the name of the mapping. Either create a mapping or you have to, or let us just create a mapping. Click on create mapping. Now the mapping name is filter transformation underscore M. Okay. This is my mapping. Name is filter transformation underscore M. Very good. Let us take the source. Are you able to see one particular thing is coming with the source?
Source qualifier.
This is called as what, guys? Source qualifier. This is the minimum set for the source to qualify for the Informatica. Informatica will understand the source qualifier. So it comes by automatically. There's nothing we do. The source qualifier will come by itself. So there's nothing. So source qualifier is nothing that the Informatica prerequisites are giving you using what? Source qualifier. If you want, you can enlarge it anytime. Let us just enlarge it so that it gives a complete clarity. So this is a source. This is our source qualifier, just qualifying the Informatica data types and everything. The source qualifier comes by itself. This is the source. This is the source. This is fine. This is source qualifier. Next, Control S, save it. Now we want the transformation. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Go to transformation. Click on create transformation. Now, which type of transformation this is, guys? Can you just tell me?
The transformation.
Filter transformation. So what we will select?
Filter.
Filter. And then what we'll write? You can write the name of the transformation, something I'm writing F underscore M. Okay. Click on create. This is fine, guys. This is done. This is your filter transformation. This is also written Control S. I'm just saving it. This is fine. This is my source. This is my transformation I'm going to create. Now I'll put the target. What is the name of my target table?
F underscore M.
Target underscore F underscore M. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Am I clear till this much? Yes. Control S. You have to use Control S to save. Now just double click here. In the transformation, what will go? We'll go to the properties. We have to set the filter condition as true. Here already it is true. This is fine. Click on here. And whatever you want to put the conditions and all those things, you can just put it here. Let us just go to the properties, ports. See here, there are three things. There's something called as transformation. There's something called as ports. There's something called as properties. Here in the properties, we can write any condition, I guess. We can write here what? Department number equals to 10. I want department number 10. So I've written department number equals to 10. Just click on apply. Okay, apply and all. So only department 10, I wanted the transformation. So I've written department number 10. This is my transformation. This is fine, guys. Now what will happen is, now we have to link these particular things in the target table. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to map these columns from the source to the target. Okay. So what we will do is, one second, guys, here we have taken the filter condition as department number equals to 10. This is fine. And tracing will be normal. This is fine. Port, what is the port? This, yeah, decimal. This is fine, guys. Input and output port. Input means the input columns. Output means the output column. This is the transformation. This is the particular transformation what we are taking. Okay. And this is fine, guys. Fine. Now this is the target table. Let us just now what we do actually is now before this now we have to import all the columns from here, source qualifier, into the transformation. Just import it. Yes. Select this and put it here. Yes. One second, let me just remove the condition before doing this. Okay. Just write here true. One second, guys, let me just delete this one. This is creating confusion. One second. This is source qualifier. This is what is the target. Yes or no? Yes. Now let us just create a transformation. Go to transformation, click on create transformation, select the particular transformation, nothing but the filter transformation. Give a name F_M_1. Okay, click on create. This transformation is created. Click on done. This is fine, guys. This is excellent. Select all the columns from the source qualifier. Excellent, and put it here. Yes or no? Yes. Just drag it. Now this is looking fine. Now click on arrange all. You can see in an arranged way. Okay. So this is what is the. This is the source. This is the source qualifier. This is the transformation. This is the target. Map the columns from the transformation to the target. What you have to do is select all the columns and drag it to the target. Yes. Just drag it. Yes. Let us click on arrange all. Yes. Now you can see this is my source, this is source qualifier, this is transformation, this is target. Now you can put the filter condition. Go to properties, click on here, click on and write here what we want, what department number equals to 10. Okay. Okay. Apply. Okay. Now control S. So now my source is there, transformation is there, target is there. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Click on control S. Okay. This is saved. This is fine. All these things we have done in the designer. Now we'll go to workflow manager to run the particular workflow, or just right click, click on generate workflow. This is also a way. We'll follow this one. This is easy. Right click, generate workflow. Click on workflow with non-reusable session. Click on next. And this is what you specify a prefix for the workflow and specify a prefix for your session. So I'm just writing what a workflow underscore M S_M. This is my workflow. This is my session. Click on next and then click on next and then click on finish. So workflow is created. Control S, save it. Okay. Now go to workflow manager. This is workflow manager. Now we'll open our workflow. Which is our workflow? Can you just tell me the name, guys? I told you to remember. What is our workflow name? Workflow underscore M, right? Where is that, guys? Can you help me in finding out?
The filter transformation for M, this one.
Yeah, where is my workflow? What is my name of my workflow? What is my name of my mapping? Do you remember that?
Filter transformation M. Yeah, that's one. That thing. That's one. Down.
Which one? Which one?
1, 2, 3.
This is this my name?
Not that. Not that one.
No. Which is the name of my mapping? No, this is not the name of my mapping. This is not 1, 2, 3 is not there. W underscore filter M underscore
No.
filter.
Not that one. Not that one. Come down with him. Come down with him.
Yeah, where is my?
Come down. Yeah, that one. Filter transformation. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is name of my transformation. Yeah.
Yes.
Transformation. Yes.
Yeah.
This one.
Not
WF underscore.
Not that one. Not that one.
WF
Down. Mapping.
transformation.
Below mapping. Come down.
Hold on. This one, right? This
Yes,
is the W underscore M underscore filter transformation underscore M. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Now this is my session. What is my session, guys? S underscore M. Yes or no? Filter transformation underscore M. Yes. Now drag it here. Yes. Is it dragged? No. Just drag it here. This is my transformation. Yes. Now go to here in this particular transformation, go to the check all the things like your properties. So this is my session log file name will be s_m filter or transformation m log. And then guys, you have to go to the configuration object and then what we can do is session on grid partition option error log. We don't have to do anything here. Go to mapping. What is my target table? I just want to see is target underscore f underscore m. Okay. So these are the attributes we can select like update as update as insert. So all these things, if we want, we can change here. And what I want to do here is, if you want, what I wanted to tell here is the target table name. So this is fine, guys. This is completely fine. And this is your target table name. What is the target table name? What was our target table name? emp underscore f, no? Underscore em. This was my target table name, guys. Yes or no? Table what we created?
Target underscore f underscore m.
Okay, fine. Yes, you can give here the target table name. Okay, target underscore f underscore m. Okay. Save it. Everything looks fine. Then we'll run it. Right click. Okay. And then start the workflow. Okay, let us start. And let us see what happens. It might fail also. This is fine. Yeah, so our workflow is failed. So now what we will do is we can just right click and then click on get workflow log. So what will happen, guys? This particular thing you have to give it to the developer. This particular workflow is failed. Now, after this, we can understand also why this workflow is failed. So how to understand that as a developer perspective, that also we'll see. What we'll do is we'll go line by line. First, see, run instances name, run type. This is fine, guys. This is service level. This is fine. A client will be notified. This is fine. This is fine. So what we have to do is that why this failed. So what we will do is we try to understand.
Execution log. Execution failed to release execution log for session task.
Yeah. Let us see now. Fail to release the execution log for session task. Execution failed, and let us see. Fail present in the task fail. Setting is turned on, so workflow M will be failed. So what we'll come to know is that setting is turned on, so workflow will be failed. Execution failed. So this particular screenshot and all we can give it to the developer. Now, as a developer perspective, what we will do is we'll try to see this is failed. Okay, guys, this is fine. This is failed. Let us go to the session, guys, and try to understand. Is there anything we have done wrong or what is happening? Let us go to your target. Let us just check once. Okay. Go to the component, go to the mapping. Once again, go to the target table. Come here, come down. And let us just see where is our target table where I have written. This is fine. This is where I wrote the table name.
Down.
Yeah. Target table name is target underscore f underscore m. This is the target table we have created.
Yes.
Target underscore f underscore m. Revert. Yes. Let us just remove this one. This is fine. Let us check the source. Okay. Source is fine, guys. What is the source table name? Source table name is, I guess, EMP, right?
Yes.
Yes. Let us just take it. Okay. And save it. Let me just give the source table name and try once, guys. Let us just give a try. What happens? So is it succeeded, guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
So all the data now, will it be present in the target table? Yes or no, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So now let us just query our, what happened now here? What happened? No, we did not mention what here, source table name. Okay, that is what is the mistake we did. What we did, we went here and we mentioned what the guys source table name.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
You go to the source table, you have to always mention because this was not known, which is the source table. So I have written here EMP. Okay. Okay. So now this is this thing comes from experience, guys, and also from the logs, how to fix a particular thing. Now, what is the target table name? Can you tell me? Select a star from
target underscore E.
Target underscore
E.
F underscore M. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Data are loaded or not? Is this my target table? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is my source table name? Can everyone tell me? What is the source table name?
EMP. EMP.
EMP. Okay. So now can we do the validations? Did I told filter transformation validation or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
So guys, this is the part of the development, and we are not involved, but I told you so that you have clean understanding what the developer is doing, what the testers are doing. Our job is to run the workflow and check the status of the workflow, passed or failed. If it is failing, we'll take the log, give it to the developer. What the developer will do, he'll try to understand why that workflow has failed. He'll fix the code as I fix the code, and he will try to make it pass. Apart from that, guys, all these steps I have mentioned you for aggregate transformation also, and the filter transform. Tell me.
If the log fails, immediately we have to report to the developer, or from our side we can.
No, you just report to the developer. Your job is over. Just take the log file screenshot and send it to the developer. That's all.
Okay. Like now we should not do anything on.
No, you will not do any analysis. Okay. But I told you that what the developers are doing. So
understanding.
Yeah, clean understanding should be there, right? What the developers are doing, what the testers are doing. It should not be that they are doing any rocket science. Okay, so they are what they are doing. That also I told you. I have created two transformation, all these steps. One is aggregate and one is what? Filter transformation. Development part also, I have given all the details, guys. Here, all these steps I mentioned. Just try to create a filter transformation. If you have time, you can create for aggregate transformation. With this screenshot I have given you, just practice this so that you have understanding. But what as an ETL tester we will do, guys? We will just run the workflow, check the status of the workflow where? In the monitor section. We'll run the workflow from where? From the workflow manager. And if it is failing, we'll take the workflow log and give it to the development team. That's all. So this is, guys, was the topic which was left. Informatica is an ETL tool used to perform extract, transform, and load. So ETL developer, Informatica tool. They can use the Informatica tool, or they can use what? PLSQL to load the data from source to the target. ETL test engineer, we are running the data loaded from the source to target with correct transformation logic. What we have to do is, from the workflow manager, we'll run the workflow. Workflow monitor will monitor the workflow run has passed or failed. If it is failed, we'll just give the log to the developer. Designer will have what? Where the source, transformation, and target, all these things will be present. So there are three components, always remember. Designer, workflow manager, and workflow monitor. Designer, where source, transformation, target, all these things will be there, where it will be developed. We are not involved, developers are involved. Workflow manager, from where we'll run the workflow. Workflow monitor will check the status of the workflow. This is Power Center tool. This is designer, workflow manager, workflow monitor, and repository and all. Sometimes a differentiation is asked. What is the difference between mapping and maplet? So mapping is collection of source, target, and transformation. Everything becomes a mapping. Maplet is a collection of transformations. Okay, reusable mapping is called as what? A maplet. Mapping is developed with different transformation, but cannot be reused. Maplet can be reused. Other mapping also maplet. Maplet is nothing but it can be a reused mapping. It can be reused again. Mapping is developed for what data moves to the target, what modification done upon that. Maplet is developed for complex calculation, is used for multiple mapping. The differentiation they are asking. As of now, mapping is having source, target, transformation, all these things. Maplet is a collection of transformation. Mapping is not reusable. Maplet is reusable. Mapping is used to load the data from source to target, and maplet is used for complex calculation where there are multiple mappings. Steps I told you: open Informatica Power Center, click on Informatica Services. When we get the error, and the username password is administrator. All these steps I have mentioned you for filter transformation in this document. Just open it. You can see my video also, or you can just go through this document and prepare one particular development part and understand what is testing and development part. That's all, guys, is the Informatica and ETL tool. Let us go to the test case section and test scenario section. and try to finish the test scenario and test cases. Tomorrow we will learn what is the Unix and Tidal and QC. We will discuss on all those things. And by day after tomorrow, we'll learn a manual testing few concepts and we'll try to complete the syllabus. So that is what is the our plan, and then we'll have the mock interview questions and all those things. Let us just see. So let us understand, guys, what is test scenario and test case. So test scenario, so whether it is in manual testing or ETL testing, the test scenario, it is a high level document which consists of all the possible way of testing an application. So it is a high level document prepared in Word document which consists of all the possible ways of testing an application. Test scenario means what, guys? The scenario of a person met an accident, then what are the possible scenario? He might have met an accident by a bike, by a cycle, by a car. So now what will happen? He'll go to a hospital. So these are what kind of scenarios. So it can be written in MS Word, MS Excel. So rules to write a test scenarios I have written. Test scenario should be simple and not more than 2 to 3 lines. Test scenario should be written end to end. Test scenario consists of do's and check. So first of all, you should not write a 1 or 10 line test scenarios. That is not a test scenario. Maximum 2-3 lines, and it should be very, very clear end to end. And we should have what do's and check. Check means verify and do means what we will do. Suppose test scenario, verify the structure of the source and target. So this is what verify the structure. So this is what we have to check. And what we have to do, we have to go to the source and target and check it from in the STM document. So do and check. What we have to check, verify the structure. What we have to do, we have to go to the source and target and verify the structure. This is one particular test scenarios. Next is what? Verify the source count between the source and the target, table name of the source, okay, and table name of the target. Next test scenario is verify the data between source and target. Next is verify there is no duplicate in the primary key column in the target. Verify there is no null values for the column defined as not null. These are the 5 scenarios I've written. Let us go to the test cases section. So this is very, very, this is the template, guys, used most of the companies. So this is the header section. This is the footer section of any test case. So what happened in the header section, test case name or ID. In manual testing also, this header, footer and body section will be same only the content will change. So what will happen in an ETL test case, first is the test case name or ID. It's based on the release name, okay, project name and module name. So release name is suppose Cheetah. Okay, so I've given the some release name. You can give your project name also. Some people give the project name. Let us just give it. So let me just give it. Release name is suppose Cheetah, okay, and this is the project name. Project name is something, suppose Max, okay. So release name is Cheetah and project name is suppose something called as Max. Release name, project name, and then what will happen is, guys, you can just give the module name, whatever the module is there. Suppose it is EM01, so we'll write EM01, and then release name, project name, module name, and then you can write this is the test case and this is version 1.00. This is fine. This is the name of the test case. Is a particular format we are writing. Yes. Test case type, generally we write integration test case. It's also called as system integration test case. End to end the data flow we have to check. This is the test data. Test data means the minimum set of data to proceed with testing. So this will be the DB credentials, the username and password. This is the status of the test case. This we will write in the end. When all the test steps will pass, then this particular test case will pass. Any of the test step will fail. Overall status of the test case will be failed. This is requirement name or number. This is R01, module name or number M01, release name Cheetah, project name I've given Max. Severity is the importance of the test case, blocker, critical, major, minor. This is a very important test case I've given as a critical. Description is one line statement why this test case is written. So this test case is written to test the data flow between the source and the target. Source, you can write the table name, target, you can write the table name. Author means one who has written the test case. Reviewer means one who has reviewed. Suppose another test engineer is there. Suppose Mahesh is a test engineer. So he has reviewed the test case. So we can write here what? Mahesh. And suppose another test engineer is there who has approved it. Suppose Nagarjun. So Naga Arjun has what? Approved it. He is the test lead. So his name will be there. The date at which this test case is written. Suppose it is written in 17th of May 2022. So this is the date at which the test case is written. Fine. Next is this is the main actual test case. These things are fine. This does not require much of thinking. There's just a particular format. In an organization, you have to just fill these values. And in a company, when you're giving interview, you should remember all these attributes. In header section, there will be test case name, test case type, test data, status, requirement, module, release name, project severity, description, all these things. Footer section, author, reviewer, approved by date. And body section, the most important. This is actually the test case. Whatever we have heard is that is fine. Is actually there will be step name or number. The step name or number is what? There will be something called as step name or number is 1. Step test description. What is the description of the test? This test case written. Structure validation. That means we are going to validate the structure. Action is what? Check the what is the action we are going to perform, or is also called as description. So what is the action we are going to provide? Is what? Action or description. What we are going to do is check the structure of the source and the target. Okay, with the help of STM document and compare the same. So structure means what? The data type, the length of the source and target, all those things we are going to compare. So test data, the minimum set of data we require is what? Username, password, all those things we will require. So we'll put it there. Whenever text, if you want to align, you can just align here so that it looks good. Vertical, top. Okay. Now see, everything will be top. So this is fine. So what we have written, this is the test data, the username, password, SQL queries. So what is the SQL query to check the structure? DESC table name source, DESC table name target. Structure between and source and target should match. This is a B part of the test case, guys. Actual result and status. This is B part. This will do after the testing is completed. Okay. Next is the count validation. How to do the count? Log into the source data, check the count of the source. Log into the target, check the count of the target. Compare the source and target. What will happen? This username, password. Select count to start from source. Select count to start from target. Source and target count should match. Count is matching. Now this is the part A. I will divide it into part A and part B. Blue color is part B. We will talk on that later. As of now, source and target count should match. Next is guide data validation. Log into the database. Compare the data between source and target. Now what should happen? What is the query? We remember select all the columns from source minus select all the columns from target union. Tell me the compare complete query union. Guys, can you just tell me? Select all the columns A minus B and B minus B A. Do you remember that? Target minus what, guys? Select
From source.
all the columns from where?
Source.
From the source. And what will happen, guys? What will be the output? Data should match. Data should match. And what should happen, guys?
No data.
Expected result should be what?
No record found. No data.
Expected result is what? Data should match and output should be what? Let us write like this. Output of the query should be no rows selected. This is fine. Similarly, if there's a duplicate, how many times I've told the duplicate query? Do you remember that? What is the query? Select the column count star from the target table. Do you remember that? Group by column having count star greater than 1. Output should be no record found. And then again, similarly, if we want to check a null in a particular column, what we have written? Select star from target where column is null. Output should be no record found. Let us write here also. Output should be no record found. This is fine, guys. This is now after this we'll go to the part B. We'll actually start doing the testing. We'll compare the source and target and we'll write the output. We can write as expected. We can write yes, or we can write the complete descriptive actual result. Here we are writing the completely descriptive. So a structure between source and target should match. What is happening is structure is matching between source and target. Status is pass. Source and target count should match. Count is matching between the source and the target. Status is pass. No records found as expected. Data is matching and there is no record found. So you write here no records found. This is fine, guys. Status pass. Next is what? Here also duplicate, no records found, no duplicate found. Status is what? No duplicate found, and output is no records found. So, and again here no records found, no null found. This is the actual result. Status is again what? Pass. This you can mention in green color if you want, because these are pass. If it fails, we mention it in what? Red color. Is it pass? So these are called as test steps. These are not test case. There are 5 test steps, only 1 test case. So all the test steps is passed. So the overall status of the test case will be what? Pass. Overall status of the test case should be pass. All the test steps in a test case passes. Then the overall status of the test case is passed. For this, guys, sometimes some people text the evidence. Evidence is what, guys? Open the word, okay? And this is called as test evidence. What we'll do? We'll write here source. What we'll do? Suppose I wanted to validate the filter transformation. What I will do? I'll go here. How to prepare the test evidence. This is very, very important. What we'll do? Select count of star from target. Okay. We'll get some output. Okay. What is the output? Select count of star from target table. What is the target table, guys? Filter transformation. Target underscore f underscore m. This is the output is 3. Select count of. Now again we'll do count. Do you remember filter transformation validation from EMP? Where what, guys? Department number equals to 10. What is the output? 3. So we can take the screenshot of here, and that is called as what? For every validation. Similarly, we can take the screenshot. This is called as test evidence. This is very important to prove that we have done the testing. And just take take this query and screenshot everything and copy it into the this particular thing. You can write what this is the test evidence. Okay. Now queries also you can copy. Suppose source query is this one. You can just copy this particular query. You can just keep it for the future references. Okay, this is the source query, target query. You can just go to the target query. You can just copy the target query. This is the target query. Copy this. Because in future, again, if you have to test, then again you don't start preparing the query. This is, and also as a proof that we have tested this, this is the screenshot. Now, if the count is not matching later and all, we have our justification. What is that justification, guys? This is the test evidence that we actually tested the application. Yes or no, guys? Yes. This is called as what? Test evidence. For every structure, count, duplicate, minus, null, everything we will prepare the test evidence, which will have the source query, target query, output of source and target, and it is matching. Did you understood test evidence? Yes or no, guys? Yes. So this is your test case, guys. Test case, what we learned? First, we validated what? Validated what? Structure. Then we validated count, data, duplicate, and then null. We wrote here the action description, checking the structure of source and target, checking the count between the source and target, checking the data, and then duplicate, and then null. Here we wrote the test data. Here we wrote the query. This is expected result. Then we wrote what? Actual result, guys. Actual result, this is the expected result. Then we wrote the actual result. Here structure is matching, count is matching, no record found, no duplicate found, no null found. All these test steps passed. Then we made the overall status of the test case as passed. And also we taken what the test evidences to prove that the testing what we are doing is correct. This is called test evidence. This entire process, this actual part is called as what? Test execution. Test execution means what? Testing the application by seeing the test cases. Till here it was the overall everything is test case only. But this portion is called as test execution. That is what? Testing the application by seeing the test cases. We are seeing the test cases. We are seeing what? what we have to do is check the source and target with the help of STM document and compare the same, run these queries and all. And after running, this is the actual testing. We validated that and we wrote the actual result. This is called as test execution. What is test execution, guys? Can you just tell me? What is test execution? Can everyone tell me? Test execution is what, guys? Can everyone tell me what is test execution? Guys, are you there with me?
Yeah, we are executing each.
Test execution means what? Testing the application by seeing what?
Test cases.
By seeing the test cases. Test evidence document is what, guys?
Screenshot.
Yeah, the evidence.
Screenshot of the output.
Evidence of validation performed while doing testing activities. This is what is the definition of test case I wrote, guys. In any manual or ETL, the definition will be the same. What is a test case? So it is an in detail step-by-step procedure to test an application. In detail, this is a document. It consists of all the possible ways of testing an application. It consists of inputs and navigation steps. These are inputs and navigation steps. Every input, every test data, every step, what we have to follow, these are the inputs and the navigation steps in the test case. So next is that when we write a test case, what is the answer for this? When we write a test case, as soon as we get the requirement, the test engine will start writing the test case. The developers will start doing the coding.
Because in the project we are having only those 5 test cases for all the projects.
Yeah, so these are the ETL test cases, and if you want to write the BI test cases, I told you, remember BI scenarios with respect to functional, with respect to performance, with respect to UI, with respect to data. You can prepare your own test cases. I have given all the points. There will be 2 sets of test cases. One will be what? ETL and one will be BI. Yes or no, guys? So if I had to write a test case for BI reporting, how can we write? Do you remember that? I told you all these steps. Can you just tell me? Suppose suppose I have written what? This is an ETL test case. Okay, this is what? ETL test case.
So for BA, we have to write in a separate Excel sheet.
Yes, separate Excel sheet. So if you remember BI test case, first step is what, guys, in BI testing? Do you remember that? What I told you? First is what? UI validation. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Tell me yes or no?
Yes.
Action description is what? Open the report and validate the report by comparing it with what? With the PRD. PRD is what, guys? Business requirement document or the requirement document. Test data is not applicable. SQL query is not applicable. Expected result is what, guys? All the content in the, what will happen? BI report and the PRD should be matching. Fine, guys? This is fine. This we will write later. Next is, this is UI validation. Next is what? Functionality validation. Okay. Suppose I want to validate the functionality. Okay. The functionality validation, can you just tell me, guys? Suppose export functionality. In the functionality validation, so we can have a lot of test steps. Okay. So suppose there will be export functionality. What we have to do, guys? What is the action description? Let us just write here. Export the report in Excel sheet or PDF or HTML. Okay. And what do you have to do? Check the report is exported correctly. Test data, again not applicable. SQL queries, again not applicable. Expected result, all the report should be exported in the specific format. Fine. Now again functionality, there are a lot of functionality I told you, right? Again one test case I can write functionality. Functionality wise, there's a lot of test case. Functionality of what? Drill up and drill down. So what is the action description? Drill up and drill down of the main report to the sub report. Okay. Drill up and drill down of the main report to the sub report by clicking on the sub report should be working properly. Now again not applicable. Expected result, we should be drill down from the main report to the sub report. Fine guys. Expected result. SQL queries is nothing. This is the expected result. What is the SQL query? Not applicable. Like that, there can be one more functionality, guys. Let us write down one more. If there are any many, let us write down last. Last what we'll write is what? Click on all the links and buttons. Okay, action is what? Test data, not applicable. Expected result, all the SQL query not applicable. Expected result, what will happen, guys? All the links and buttons should be clickable and working fine. Fine. Guys, can I take a 10 minutes extra class? Is it fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so functionality is what? Next is the drill up, drill down. We have checked links and buttons. Do you remember any other functionality, guys? Filters, slicers and dicers. Yes. Functionality will be what? Filters. So apply the filters on the report. What will happen, guys? Test data is not applicable. Expected SQL query not applicable. Expected result is the data in the report should be displayed as per the filters selected. Fine. Next functionality, print functionality also you can write. Okay. So last we'll write the print functionality. Okay. Print the report. Test data not applicable. SQL queries not applicable. Printing of the report should be clear without any cut on the printed report. Fine. Next. These are the functionality report. Now we'll write the data perspective. Okay. Next test case is the data. Okay. Data validation is very, very important. See, all the data of the report should be matching with the data warehouse. What will happen, guys? Test data, username, password of data warehouse, and username and password of the report. Fine. SQL queries, do you remember, guys? Select whichever column we want. If you remember, fact and dimension table column, suppose column 1, comma, max of, suppose I want the sales. So max of sales or sum of sales. Okay. From fact table. Okay. Then join it the dimension table, whatever your dimension table is there. Okay. On the filter condition and group by the particular column or a particular region, what is the maximum sale happening. Expected result is that maximum sale for a particular, suppose column is nothing but a region. Region should be displayed. Fine. Now this is what particular one data validation for a particular sales time. Like that, all the KPIs should be validation. Key performance indicator is all the particular icons in a report should be validated. That is nothing but your data validation. Fine. Next is the last I will write is, guys, is the performance. Description is what? Performance of the report. Action, load performance of the report. Action is what, guys? Data is loaded in the report. Check the stability and response time of the report. I told you what is stability, response time, all those things. Okay. Username, password of all these things. Data username and password of the particular report. Password of the report. And SQL queries we don't need, not applicable. And what is the expected result? Response time should be very fast, and the report should be stable. Fine. Now this is the actual testing, guys. You can write complete thing. Okay. All contents in the BI report and the BRD is matching, or you can just write what as expected. Both will work. Okay. You can write like this also in shortcut, because I don't have much time. If you want, you can write full, or you can write in the like this as expected. This is fine. This is your BI report test cases. This is also ready. Now, test case name is, suppose cheetah. I have written what? Tiger. Project name will be same and all those things. This is fine, guys. And this is what test case type is report test case. Username, password of DB, credentials, and username, password of and report credentials. Status, I have written everything as passed. So overall status of the test case will be what? Pass. Suppose all these steps are passing. So the overall status of the test case will be pass. Just make it pass. It's fine. Now, This is the name of the, this is important. This test case is written. Just here description will change. This test case is written to check the reports which are developed. Okay, this test case is written to check the reports which is developed. Function. This is test case is written to check the. We'll write like this: check the functionality, the data, and performance of the reports which is developed, or of the reports. Yes. UI, like all the four: UI, functionality, data, and performance of the report. This is same author, reviewer, and approved by a date. Did you got now the clarity, guys? How we will write separate test case for ETL and separate test case for BI? Yes or no, guys? Are you with me? Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is the things we have learned, guys. Today we have learned a lot of things. First, we learned what? We learned Informatica tool development. And what is the, our job is Informatica Power Center. We'll do the run the workflow and check the status of the workflow. There are three components: manager, monitor, and what, guys? And the workflow. What are our workflow? Manager, monitor, and designer. Our work is only these two. Workflow manager will run the workflow. Monitor will check the status. Development part I told you. Then we went to the test scenario test case. We learned that how to write the test cases, count, minus, duplicate, and all those things. And then we also learned what? The detailed test cases of the ETL and the detailed test cases of what? The what, guys? Of the BI test case. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Am I clear?
Yes.
I will be sending the notes, guys.
Yes.
Tomorrow 8 p.m. we'll meet. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
You.